Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A third down gain of 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
49 Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Around 80. 52 right here. 52. Yeah. You don't want that. Alert 3. Alert. Alert 3. Here we go.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Zach Cunningham. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert. Alert. Alert.
From the gun, it's Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Hey, watch 56, 56. Check 3, check 3. Greystone, Travis. Half 85, half 85. Bravo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he is all the way up past the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. Look at Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And Pittsburgh Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now he'll let it go deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right, and avoids the contact by sliding. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, what a juke into space. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Round 80! 49's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
40. Mike, 49. Half. Keep it up.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 67 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
49, guys. Mike, 49. That's it. Go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mike's 49.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Regular.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Extra point put through by Suckup. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 6 yards. Bring it. Bring it.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third and short, McKinnon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's fourth down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Spins away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. Gets around him. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got.
Check three.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.